Hi there, welcome to Smokey Joe's Vapes Review. I'm Posh Boy Vapes. Today we're going to take a look at the Abyss from Dovpo and Suicide Mods, this absolute beauty here. Usual format, we're going to take a look at it up close on the table, see the contents of the kit and everything you get in the box, and how to put it together for the first time. And then we'll come back up top, tell you the pros and cons, the price point, and how to get your hands on one. Let's take it for a vape. So here we are up close with the Abyss, this one in onyx. Packaging on the outside has our usual kit contents down here and beautiful decorative branding on the sides here. Let's slide it out the box and see what we get inside. So Abyss on the front there, and this Enter the Abyss branding here on the inside. We come with an instruction manual. Dimensions of the device is 83 millimeters bottom to top, 53 millimeters deep and 25 millimeters wide, and it's made of aluminium alloy and stainless steel, and we've got all the usual business there, and the actual layout of the device, which we're going to look at in detail now. We've got an operations guide, temperature control mode, stealth mode, safety warnings, etc. We get our QC card from Dovpo. We get our battery warning card, and we get our social media card. And your device will come like this, wrapped in a plastic bag. We'll have a look at that in a second. Underneath here, we get some battery wraps for 21700 batteries. We've got black ones and we've got clear ones. We get a bag of spare O-rings, plenty of O-rings throughout the device. And we get our USB-C type cable, as you would expect. We've got our battery door cover when we're using a 21700 battery. And this one is in the smoked black because the device is in black. Different colours come with different doors. We've then got our, I'm going to get my tweezers on this, we've got our drip tip down here, which is on a screw thread and has a locking nut, and then you take out the 510 drip tip here, and you can put your own 510 in, however you should so wish, if you want to customize. We've got the Nautilus bridge adapters, which I'm going to show you how to use. That's these two parts here, and we've got our 21700 battery door, which I shall also show you how to use. And that is the contents of the box. So here, nice and up close, is the device itself. Looking at this face here, we have our fire button there, which has got a nice click to it and about the right amount of mushiness. Down the bottom here, we've got our screen and our up and down buttons, which are a little recessed, but are still easily pressable, even just with a flat finger, let alone a fingernail, and our screen there, which we'll see when we've got a battery in it. Up the top here is the battery door and the tank retainer. So this is the 18650 battery door, and you can see the negative marking there. And this is an 18650 battery sleeve, which just slides out like such. And here is the tank section. Now, the common parts of the tank section are the base, the body of it here, and the top cap. There will be a bung inside here, which you can just remove, and it all just pushes together with O-rings. You can see the little tube there and that's from your fill port, which is right here, and that's connected, so you're not going to lose that because it's attached. You've got a nice wide fill port there, and the base just comes away from the tank section, again just with O-rings, and that's that. Down here you've got your positive pin connector for the bottom of your coil or bridge or whatever device you've put in there, and we've got our airflow, and as you can see it's an enormous choice of airflow, and it's quite stiff, but it's got exactly the right amount of resistance for you to dial in just however much airflow you want for whatever type of coil or bridge you've put in there. There's your USB-C charging port on the front there, if you want to charge directly through the device. And this is your battery tray. Your 21700 to go straight in there, or as I said, you use the battery sleeve to turn it into 18650 mode, just pushes in, slides down, flush there. So to put it back together once we've assembled it, you will pop your tank together with whatever internals you've put in there, pop the tank on there, and take your battery door, put it on at 90 degrees, holding the tank here, you simply turn and secure in place, and then your tank is secured further by adding the screw thread drip tip, which simply screws in like such, and that is it assembled, ready to go, albeit without a battery. So to see what the screen looks like lit up, let's take our 18650 battery here with the sleeve in, positive side down, drop it in, and you want the battery door that's got the little nugget in it like that. As I said, pop it on at 90 degrees, holding your tank, and simply twist the battery door on, keeping it nice and flat, and that's now in place. And as you can see, the screen's lit up, full battery bar, the voltage applied across the coil, resistance to the coil, obviously there's not one in there at the moment, and the wattage reading. As you can see, it's a beautiful, crisp, clear screen, and you simply just hold down your down button here to take it all the way down to 5 watts, and then it round robins from 60, and again all the way down, and just hold it down, and as you hold it down it speeds up a bit. If we wanted to change to a 21700 battery, lift our battery door away, drop our battery out, take out the battery sleeve just by sliding up from here, and let's pop in our 21700 battery, again positive side down, straight in like that. And this time we want the battery door that hasn't got the little stub in it, pop it on there, holding our tank, and turn, and that's connected again, as you can see. Now that's your plain battery there, but this is where the little door comes into its own as you pop that over and create a more uniform look. If you've got fancy battery wraps and you want to show them off, then by all means just leave the door off, which again just slides off like that, and you can show off your pretty battery wraps if you so wish. So the standard bridge that the device comes with is made for the Nautilus coils, and they are made by Aspire. Very, very common coils, well established, and a beautiful flavour. I use these regularly. These are the 0.4 ohm coils rated for 23 to 28 watts, but you can get different resistances depending on what you like. To fit these coils is very, very straightforward. Take the tank apart, remember it's just an O-ring fit, it's just push like we saw, and you take the first part of your bridge and push it into the bottom there. Again, it's just push fit, no need to screw anything in. But you can see there is an internal screw through it, and that's for the base of the coil. So we'll screw in the Nautilus coil into the bottom like such, and having screwed that in, we can see that the positive pin protrudes, and that's what's going to make contact with the positive pin in the device there. You also see the airflow holes in the pin here, and this of course lines up with the airflow in the device. You then attach the top half of the bridge, which again just screws onto the coil, and having done that you simply slide your tank back over and slide the top piece on, and again this is just push fit, and having pushed it all together, that's now ready to go into the device, which you just simply place on there, and you need to hold this firmly in place, drop in your battery, take our battery door, slide it on and turn through 90 degrees to secure. That's now in place. I'm going to put our drip tip in to complete the device ready for use. And that's nice and firm, and you can see it's even turning the coil, so that's definitely all now firmly in place. Our fill port is right there, ready for us to pop some juice in, and we can see that it's recognised the coil at 0.46, which is close enough. We were looking for 23 to 28 watts, so I'm going to turn this down a little bit. There's 28 watts, ready to go. I think I'm going to pop the door back on to complete the look, and thus I have my uniform look for the device. So as well as just the device itself, we also offer the Ether Bridge Pack. Now the Ether says there's a spin on the RTA concept originally created by Suicide Mods and the Vaping Bogan. So this is basically like an Ether RTA, but specially constructed to fit in the tank of the Abyss. You can also buy a bridge pack from us, which has got 4 different bridges in to allow you to use Dovpo's PNP or GTX coils, Vaporesso's EUC coils, Uwell's Caliburn G coils, and Smok's Nord coils, all in one little bridge pack. And as well, we offer a drip tip pack with 3 different shaped drip tips. Welcome back up top. So there you go, that was the up close look at the Abyss. So what can I tell you about it? First of all, I've been using this for a few days, and it is a really comfortable device in your hand. The button placement right there in the middle works whether you're left or right handed. It doesn't matter for thumb firing or for firing with your finger. It's a good placement. That's the first thing to note. Secondly, the build quality is absolutely exemplary, as you would expect from Dovpo and Suicide Mods together. This is extremely well built, very well constructed. The next thing to talk about is the versatility. The fact that you can use it with a simple Nautilus bridge with the very popular Aspire Nautilus coils, or you can use it with any of the other 4 bridges that you saw in the bridge pack we provide, which are all readily available coils as well. Or you can take it into the really customizable market with things like the Ether bridge, and lots of other bridges available that are designed for billet boxes. And this device really is kind of the stepping stone between any other AIO and a billet box without getting into that extremely expensive territory. So in this one I've been using the Ether bridge. You saw that we provide that in the close-up view there. Now that's very similar to the Ether RTA, a device that I already have and enjoy very much. The flavour out of this is absolutely stunning, and I've got no dry hits from it at all, and even on a low charge you still get consistent flavour output, which is a testament to the fact that this does have voltage boosting capabilities built in. The final thing I wanted to mention, talking again about the versatility of this device, is the fact that this really is a true AIO, or all-in-one device. We've seen a few other manufacturers over the last couple of years come out with so-called AIOs, which are really more pod mods, but this device, all contained within that one unit, has everything you should need, has the capacity for different battery sizes depending on what you like to use, and will never require any more extensions or anything other than that. So it's only fair that we talk about cons, but truth be told, I've been struggling to think of anything that's a real negative point on this. The only thing that does spring to mind is that top cap and battery door. I have found that it is a bit stiff to start with, for taking it off and putting it back on. but I think it's only been 3 days I've been using it. Over time, I think it's going to start to loosen up and you'll get very used to it. The thing is, the tolerances and the build quality, as I mentioned, are so high that there's no room for error, there's no play in it, and that's a good thing. So I think if that's the only con we can talk about, that's not too much to worry about. So, all in all, I have to say, the Abyss AIO is a stunning bit of kit, absolutely exemplary, and available right now at SmokeyJoesVapes.com. We're selling it for $94.99, and as you saw, we've got the ether bridge available, the bridge pack for the stock coils, and the drip tip pack as well. We'll post a link down in the description to our website where you can pick it up, or you can drop in and see us in store and get your hands on the Abyss AIO for yourself. I've been Posh Boy Vapes. See you next time. Cheers. Everything you need to know about it.
Sorry.
Oh, the fact!
Stop it!
Make it stop!
Sorry, give me.
Hi there, welcome to a smoke. Fuck my life! Water!